It's time for an Inulysis. Today is the date that the Inu No Taishou was first fully seen in the flesh within the third InuYasha movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler, released in Japan on December 20th, 2003. I want to make it very clear that none of this video is monetized. It's purely for historical and archival purposes for the fans, by the fans. I will be presenting Inu No Taishou facts you might not have known. These have been translated by Maru-sama Tradus, localized by me, and proofread by Dulce Brazil. Fact number 1. Inuyasha's father, the great demon who ruled over the Western lands. This information comes directly from InuYasha Wide Edition number 17. Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's father was a powerful great demon who ruled the Western lands and left to Saiga and Saiga respectively as inheritance to each of his sons. He was a majestical, vigorous demon who was also able to change his appearance into a human's. His original appearance was as big as a mountain, and his fangs were the raw material used to create Saiga, which can even destroy iron. He was known as the Lord of the Dogs. Fact number 2. The giant claw that seals a great demon. Inuyasha's father fought against Ryukotse, the huge dragon demon. He tore its skin, which was said to be harder than iron, and stabbed its heart with one of his claws to finally seal him. This big claw, deeply buried on its body, made it possible to seal and keep the great demon asleep for a long while. Despite being just a single claw, as it's from a demon as powerful as Inuyasha's father, its power is very huge. Had the seal not been undone by Naraku, the demon would have remained sealed for all eternity. Fact number 3. Majestic even after death. His body can be found in the demon graveyard, in the border between this world and the next world. Inside this giant body, he hid and sealed Saiga. Hosenke was asked to create a black pearl which was hidden in one of Inuyasha's eyes, thus preparing the link between the two worlds. So it remained waiting for the half-demon's arrival. After Inuyasha finally got Saiga, his giant body found peace in the demon graveyard. Fact number 4. Inuyasha's father, a big soul that protects humans. Inuyasha's father had Sesshomaru with a female dog demon of his same breed, and later had Inuyasha with a human he loved. Usually demons don't fall in love with humans, apart from some exceptions, because in their world, the most important thing is to obtain power. Consequently, loving someone so fragile as a human would be risky. In fact, Sesshomaru's mother is a powerful dog demon. However, the strong great demon chose Inuyasha's mother, a human woman. Maybe he was very aware of her fragility, as well as confident about protecting her. As he wasn't able to be always by her side, he created Saiga, the demon sword which was sealed so that his great power couldn't be used without having a heart inclined to feeling sympathy towards humans and wanting to protect them. He put a barrier around it so that demons, including his son Sesshomaru, weren't able to take it. On the other hand, Sesshomaru, who is a pure demon, inherited Saiga, the sword that saves 100 lives at once. He surely did this because of his desire that Sesshomaru, whose instinct leads him to achieve power, awakens affection for the others and saves their lives. Inuyasha's father wasn't just great in power, he also believed in the affection that his sons could have. Fact number 5. The Inu No Taishous Design. Within the original Inuyasha manga and anime series, we only ever saw the Inu No Taishou depicted in his dog demon form. Ramiko Takahashi created his humanoid design for the first time ever for the third Inuyasha movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler. Fact number 6. The Inu No Taishou's Name. Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's father, the Inu No Taishou, known as the Dog General or the Great Dog Demon in the English dub, has no official finalized name. He's simply known as that, the Inu No Taishou. That is his title. However, there was an early unused name that was used in the third film's trailer, Toga-o, meaning King Toga. Fact number 7. The day that the Inu No Taishou died. Within the third Inuyasha movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler, we see that the day that the Inu No Taishou dies, Inuyasha is born. As you know, I have previously done a video on what date Inuyasha was born, also confirmed in Yashahime. Taishou died in the Kamakura period, during winter on a total lunar eclipse that was visible in Japan on December 4th, 1294. If you would like to see the full video on how we got our answer, please feel free to check out our post and the video on Inuyasha's birthday. Fact number 8. The way he talks. In Yashahime Princess Half-Demon Episode 22, The Stolen Seal, Taishou addresses Zero with the Dono honorific. It is even more respectful than San. The effect in modern-day Japanese conversation would be along the lines of "Milord so-and-so." Originally, Tono with the to was used to refer to the mansion where a lord lived. Then later, it started being used to refer to the feudal lord himself. In the Heian period, 794 to 1185, the Dono honorific was attached to names to people of importance, public officials. But during the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, the honorific had lost its original value, and the Sama honorific, considered more respectful, used instead. Since Dono no longer had the value to refer to people of importance, it started being used towards less important people, such as soldiers in the military, samurai, and so on. We usually see the Dono honorific being used in manga and anime series that are mostly revolved around a historical time period, with samurai or ninjas, or if the character is speaking as though they are from a different time period themselves, and so on. This matches up nicely, as according to the timeline, this moment takes place in the Heian period, making Taishou's Dono honorific usage accurate to the time period. Fact number 9. The Saiga retcon. Within the original Inuyasha series, in the original manga and anime, Saiga's origins seem to change a few times. Originally, Saiga was created by Inuyasha's father, stated in manga chapter 18, in order to protect Izayoi, but we know that later on, Ramiko changed this, and it is then shown that Totosai was the one who forged Saiga from Taishou's fang. In the third Inuyasha movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler, they called it the Sword of Men, the Sword of Earth. In Inuyasha White Edition number 22, it was stated that it was born to protect humans, and the weapon created to protect humans, and that Taishou put a barrier on Saiga to avoid it falling into the hands of a demon who's not Inuyasha. As according to the official timeline and episodes, Taishou used Saiga against Kid Maru 600 years ago. Yashahime's lore fixes Saiga's origins, making it into the legendary blade well known throughout the land. Fact number 10. This information comes from the official Inuyasha White Edition, Volume 17, interview with Ramiko Takahashi. A big soul that protected Inuyasha. I wanted him to be a very powerful demon. The story of Inuyasha's father revolves around the fact that Inuyasha is a half-demon. His mother had to be a human, and I wanted his father to be a very powerful demon. That's why I created him, as a great demon who ruled over the western lands. At the end of the day, I only drew him alive once, in his dog demon form. But I never showed his human appearance. Anyway, I'm satisfied because in the animated movie Swords of an Honorable Ruler, I could see him alive with his human appearance. I also saw Inuyasha's mother alive, and I liked that. His father was from the western lands, but he faced Ryukotse. That's why I think he even reached Musashi. It sounds bad, but it's similar to a conflict of power between the Yakuza. If he finds someone with power, he will clash with them. However, I consider him to be a protector of humans, and Ryukotse was just a violent guy. That is to say, he wasn't just an energetic demon. I think he was a powerful demon with a big heart. Fact number 11. Was Inuyasha his father's favorite? How did Inuyasha's parents meet? As he exists, it's obvious they were a couple, but I don't speculate on the storylines that I didn't draw. That's why I ignore what happened. As I thought, the episodes telling stories from the past don't go well with InuYasha. I didn't draw that. I think InuYasha was his favorite son since he inherited to Saiga. I suppose that as a half-demon, InuYasha is weaker than Sesshomaru, and that's why he thought of leaving him a bigger inheritance. We can say that Sesshomaru wasn't treated very well by him, but in the end it was adequate because that way I could draw Sesshomaru's real power. Fact number 12. On Ramiko Takahashi's official Twitter, July 31st, 2022. It says, Inuyasha's father. He is no longer with us, but he's a big part of his son's lives. The model for the skull is a saber-toothed tiger. I happened to receive a specimen and decided to use it. He seems to be very critical of Sesshomaru, but I think he thought, he's the older brother. He's a real demon and he should be strong on his own. I hope you all enjoyed this video. By any chance you would like to see any other interesting facts, leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on social media to get the latest announcements and news about Inuyasha and Yashahime. We will definitely be following up on any translations, interviews, episode summaries, and cast lists as the episodes release. Stay tuned!